Hey everyone, it's John here from NHL Hockey, back with another video. In today's video, I would say some good news to bring back hockey. The NHL will release a 29-page memo. Yes, 29 pages detailing Phase 2. So we already saw Phase 1 of the actual format being constructed and what hockey coming back would look like. Now we're looking at Phase 2, practice facilities, training, bringing the players into a situation where they can start working out and prepare for training camp. They don't talk about Phase 3. They don't talk about Phase 4, Phase 2. So I'm going to go over some tweets. Of course, if you are new to the channel, please do subscribe. It does really mean a lot. Every subscriber counts. Please smash the like button and leave your thoughts in the comment section below. So I've said it through the process. I do believe Pierre LeBrun's one of the more reliable insiders in this situation, and he kind of goes over a thread of the key information and the key points out of that memo. So 29 pages, of course, is going to be made public, so you can check that out, but these tweets summarize a lot. So the NHL, NHLPA sent out a 29-page Phase 2 protocol. Opening of practice facilities, small group workouts to teams and players late last night will be released publicly today as well. Based on the current information available, we are now targeting a date in early June for a transition to Phase 2. NHL memo reads, again, for small group workouts. So we have a few days left in May. Is it as soon as next week? What is early June? Because obviously they are trying to bring a training camp early July and then hoping to have hockey come back late July. Again, that's a huge estimate. Nothing is set in stone. And I do want to make that clear for people that are saying cancel hockey or have hockey come back. They've got to wait. We've got to be patient. We've got to wait. I think the NHL is taking the necessary steps. Memo. However, it has not yet been determined whether or when precisely Phase 2 will start or how long it may last. We are continuing to monitor developments in each of the club's markets and may adjust the overall timing if appropriate, following discussion with all relevant parties. More from the NHL memo. We again emphasize that player participation in Phase 2 is strictly voluntary, so not mandatory. I mean, it kind of says here for clubs are not permitted to require players to return to the club's home city so they can complete a quarantine requirement in time to participate in Phase 2. So players that are overseas in Europe, they don't necessarily have to come over. The NHL NHLPA Phase 2 agreement stipulates 6 players max in a practice facility at once. The on-ice sessions with players only, no coaches or other personnel allowed on the ice. So no trainers, no coaches, players only, and there's obviously regulations to that. From NHL NHLPA Phase 2 memo regarding players, face coverings, cloth or surgical type masks shall be worn at all times other than while exercising, when entering or leaving the club facility, and while inside the club facility where social distancing cannot be maintained. Players are not required to wear face coverings when they are exercising or on the ice. So for the testing, as an overriding principle, testing of asymptomatic players and club personnel must be done in the context of excess testing capacity, so as to not deprive healthcare workers, vulnerable populations, and symptomatic individuals from necessary diagnostic tests. So very specific wording there. I think just, again, I'm going to have a few more tweets just to kind of simplify that. In short, lots of guidelines and protocols regarding small group workouts at team facilities once Phase 2 officially begins, sometime in early June. Nothing in the document about training camp, Phase 3, or return to play, Phase 4. So this is the return to play plan. Again, for training camp, it's not really discussed yet. Let's go through Phase 2, and that's kind of their basis for this whole thing. So Chris Johnson, I'm going to add a couple tweets. I think he simplifies it a bit. With the NHL looking to transition to Phase 2, small group workouts as soon as next week, like I said, so as soon as next week, it's clear that those voluntary sessions will be fairly restricted, 6 players max in the team facility, as it was discussed, at a time, and no coaching involvement for on-ice work. And this one I think is key. Of note, players and team staff will be given a COVID-19 nasal swab test 2 days before starting Phase 2 training, and then it will be tested at least twice per week afterwards. They must also self-administer a temperature and symptom check every day. So again, I think that is kind of summarizing just what we're looking at right now. Again, the testing, we've kind of already seen it with baseball overseas. It's going to be a difficult transition for players. It's not going to be an easy transition whatsoever. It's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be very restricted, all of that. So let me know what you think in the comment section. I wanted to make this video quick, go over tweets, kind of give my opinion. So thank you for watching. Please do subscribe, smash that like button. Phase 2, we'll get some more details. 29-page memo will come out, and we'll go from there. All right, see you on the next video. Peace out.